Bridge of Reeds. Welcome, everyone, to another story in our series, African Myths and Faith, Stories for Kids and Adults. Today, we travel to the Horn of Africa, to the ancient highlands of Ethiopia, where faith, kindness, and community join to create something truly miraculous. Our story centers on a remarkable figure, Tekle Haymanot. You might have heard of him as a saint in Ethiopian Christian tradition, known for his deep devotion, humility, and a life dedicated to serving others. He lived many centuries ago, around the 13th century, and his story continues to inspire people today. Tekle Haymanot wasn't a king or a warrior. He was a hermit, a man who chose a quiet life away from the crowds, living simply and praying deeply. But even in his solitude, he cared deeply about the people around him. Now, imagine a time long ago when travel was hard and dangerous. Roads were just rough paths, and rivers could swell into fierce floods, cutting off villages and travelers from one another. One such river near Tekle Haymanot's home could become impassable during the rainy season. People on both sides needed to cross safely, but no bridge existed. Tekle Haymanot saw this problem. He understood that suffering and hardship often come from things we can fix with a little care and effort. So he set to work, not with heavy stones or iron nails, but with humble reeds growing along the riverbank. He laid these reeds carefully across the floodwaters, weaving them together to form a simple crossing. At first, it was just a fragile path made of reeds, barely able to hold a single traveler's weight. But here's where the magic of faith and community comes in. You see, Tekle wasn't working alone. His faith inspired others who passed by. One traveler stepped carefully onto the reeds, then another and another. Each footfall pressed the reeds tighter, weaving them together stronger and stronger. The travelers encouraged their neighbors to come, to cross, to help. Day after day, more feet crossed that red path, and slowly it became a real bridge, not by stone or wood, but by the collective effort of many people walking with faith and trust. This bridge of reeds became a symbol, a living miracle showing how simple acts of service and faith, combined with many small contributions, can build something lasting and powerful. Think about that for a moment. How often do we face big problems that feel impossible to solve? Sometimes the answer isn't to do everything ourselves or wait for a grand solution. Sometimes it's about laying down the first reed, offering a small kindness, a helping hand, and then inviting others to join in. Together, step by step, we build bridges where none existed. Tekle Haymanot's story reminds us that even the smallest acts, when combined with faith and community, can change the world around us. It's not magic in the usual sense, but a collective miracle born from service and trust. So next time you find a problem that seems too big, remember the bridge of reeds. Start with your own simple act of kindness, your own small step. Invite others to join you, and watch how together you can build something amazing. Thanks for listening to this tale from Ethiopia's rich Christian heritage. Join us next time as we explore more stories from across Africa, stories that teach us about faith, courage, and the power of coming together. Until then, take care and keep building your own bridges.